Hi everyone, and welcome to another live session from the series Engineering Qualification Validation in Australia. And in this live session, which is the number 134, yes, it's been 134 weeks that I'm here every week talking about a subject related to the engineering qualification validation in Australia and other subjects related to engineering and jobs in engineering as well. But first, for those that don't know me, my name is Gerson Ida, and I'm the founder of the website www.engineersinaustralia.com, a website to help you in your journey to validate your engineering qualification in Australia, and also share information about other things like workplace health and safety, environmental management, day-to-day of engineering in Australia, and about professional engineering recruitment as well. And if you are interested in participating in the next free workshop, online workshop, the name of the workshop is I Want to Become an Engineer in Australia. So that will start on the 6th of March. Please register by clicking in the link that I'm going to paste now in the comments. The link was a little bit broken until this morning. Thanks for the people in Facebook that let me know. I had to contact the host, the domain, and everything is working now. So in Facebook, I won't be able to paste the link, I think, but that's all right. The link is in the video description for those ones in Facebook anyway. And if you haven't joined my Telegram group yet, you can use the link below that I'm going to paste as well and be part of my group Engineering Qualification Validation in Telegram. Telegram is like WhatsApp. It's like a messaging app where I post things, I post audios, videos, and PDFs of these live sessions. And also I send notification when the free workshop is coming up and when I activate the videos of the workshop as well. So if you know anybody that would like to be part of the group, please feel free to invite them. Join the Telegram group of the validation. It's free, you don't need to pay anything. And you will just benefit in being part of the group. So let's get down to the business now, and I'm really happy to be here to share with you some of the most common mistakes I've seen in many applications. I'm going to number them. It's not really in exact order or order of priority, but I listed 7 mistakes. So mistake number 1, it's about complex engineering problem, a complex engineering project or task. Some engineers, when they choose an experience for their career episodes, sometimes the experience is not complex enough to classify them in the occupational category that they are applying for. For example, if you are applying for a professional engineer category, and the career episode is written in a way that demonstrates a lower level, either as an engineering technologist or engineering associate levels, the assessor from Engineers Australia may interpret that your experiences and your skills and competencies are not related to professional engineer level, and they might assess you in a lower category. To avoid this, you will need to carefully read the definitions of each of the 3 categories in the booklet and make sure that your experience is at the level that you are applying for. So if you're applying for professional engineer, you need to make sure that your experience is complex enough so you can demonstrate all the 16 competencies required for the professional engineer level. Mistake number 2. Forgetting to include evidences to support your competency claims. That's a very common mistake as well. And the Migration Skills Assessment booklet, the booklet from Engineers Australia, is very clear that in your career episodes, you need to include reliable and sufficient engineering evidences to support your career episodes. And those evidences, they can be pictures, diagrams, photos, calculations, formulas, tables, and so on. Very important. Why is that? Because in the report, you will be writing that you've done many things. But just writing things is not enough. You need to support with evidences. And one piece of evidence, obviously, it's going to be the reference letter from your employer or a copy of your academic report. But also, when you're writing your report, it's important that you also attach or include diagrams, photos, tables, pictures of your engineering work as well. Mistake number 3, not referencing those evidences. A lot of people, they have plenty of evidences. They ended up including photos, pictures, diagrams, etc., but they do not reference. So every time that you are attaching a table, a diagram, a picture, or a photo, and so on, it's very important that you do the proper referencing to demonstrate that if the attachment was not done by you, then you are going to give proper credit to whose credit is due. And you are not trying to claim somebody else's work as it is your own. If you don't do this, if you forget to reference, if you're using somebody else's work or picture or diagram or photo, Engineers Australia may interpret that you're trying to mislead them, and this can be considered to be plagiarism. So very important, guys. When you reference, when you attach tables, diagrams, photos, it's important that you reference. If it is you, you just need to put that you took that photo, or the table is a table that you extracted from your report or your project. But if you're using somebody else's, a company's photo or table, or a standard diagram, you need to reference that is coming from a standard or is coming from a company's website. Okay. Mistake number 4. Some people, they use translation services. That's also not very common, but it is a mistake that's happening more and more and more. And why is that a mistake? Some engineers, they prefer to write their career episodes in their mother language. Let's say, for example, I'm Brazilian. Obviously, then I speak and I write in Portuguese. So let's say that I feel more comfortable if I write all my career episodes in Portuguese. But then, after I finish, I then engage a translator to translate my career episode, or I use some online translators. If you do this can be very dangerous if you use a translator. The booklet is very specific. The report needs to be written by you using your own words. Yeah, I know, Jerson, but I wrote in my mother language. I'm just asking somebody else to translate to English. It doesn't matter. The booklet says that the report in English needs to be written in your own words and written by you. So if you ask a translator to do it, this will probably be considered as to be plagiarism if Engineers Australia catches you. And the translators, sometimes they ended up, I don't know how they do it, but they might use, especially if it's a translator that used to translate other career episodes, they might use similar words, or they might use same paragraphs, etc., etc. So it can be caught by plagiarism. So it's very, very dangerous. And if you use an online translator and then you copy and paste, sometimes those online translators, they leave some traces that can be identified that was translated online. So be careful with that. I'm not here to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I'm just here to alert of the risks. Because if Engineers Australia catches you by plagiarism, and if they allege that this is plagiarism, you can be banned for up to 3 years. And that's not a good thing, obviously. I'm going to show you guys the PDF of this session. I spent some time and I prepared a PDF here. I'm going to actually take a picture of this, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a post in my Instagram, and as usual would like to ask you guys to do some engagement with me in my post, so I can then create this PDF and share in the Telegram group. So I took a picture, just going to do the post, that one there, and what you need to do, just like this post and comment what is one mistake you think you made. And don't be embarrassed, it's common to make mistakes. So I'm just sharing now. Yeah, that's it. It's in my profile. So you just need to go to my profile after this live session, like the post, and write in the comments one mistake that you think you made. And if I have engagements, I will then create this PDF and I'm going to send in my Telegram group. And I'm not going to put a password this time because I think that you should know about these mistakes, but there is a catch. You need to like the post and write in the comments one mistake that you think you made. If I don't have engagements, then I'm not going to do the PDF. I'm not going to share this with you. I spent a lot of time. This content is free. I think I can ask at least some engagement. All right, so let's keep going. Mistake number 5, not using enough words. Why does this happen? Because some engineers, they just want to finish the CDR, just want to finish the career episodes as quick as they can, and this sometimes can be a critical mistake. You need to remember that the CDR is the tool for you to sell yourself as an engineer to the assessor. So take advantage of the number of words to ensure you include the maximum number of evidences that can be addressed in the summary statement. In the booklet, if you go to the booklet, the Migration Skills Assessment, it states that each career episode should be a minimum of 1,000 and a maximum of 2,500 words. When I submitted my CDR application, my career episodes, all of the 3, they were very close to the maximum number of words, so I could demonstrate my competencies. Yeah, Jerson, but the booklet says that I can write just 1,000 words. Yes, you can. If you are very concise, if you are very objective, if you know really well what you're talking about, perhaps in 1,000 words, you can demonstrate all the 16 competencies. But for probably majority of us, at least myself, I don't really like to write very well, so I could be a little bit prolix and not really be very objective. So I need 2,500 words to demonstrate all the 16 competencies, and majority of engineers probably they are the same. So take advantage and write close to the maximum so your report is not very shallow. Mistake number 6, that's a very dangerous mistake, and unfortunately it's becoming common because a lot of people, they actually call me after they make this mistake, ask if there is a way to undo the mistake. And this mistake is to engage a CDR writer. This is one of the most evident causes of rejection and banning from Engineers Australia. And although these companies, they promise you to give you a plagiarism-free report, it is like buying a fake product. You know that's fake, and the seller promises you that is going to give you a certificate of authenticity. So in the end, you're just fooling yourself. And later on, Engineers Australia catches you because of plagiarism, you will certainly regret yourself. And there are many cases. A lot of people already contacted me that they engaged those services, they got plagiarism-free reports, but Engineers Australia still managed to catch them because they use very advanced plagiarism detection software. So, yeah, I understand that writing is not a nice thing, it's not fun, you may not be very good at it, but it's not worthwhile the risk. If you follow the process, if you think and if you organize yourself very well, you will go through it. You will be successful. You just need to be a little bit more patient and do it in the right way. At the end of the day, if you follow the process and obviously put the necessary effort in your CDR preparation and reports, you'll make it. You got to remember that it's just too risky of being banned for up to 3 years, 36 months. And don't forget that the cost to apply for informal and formal reviews, if you are banned, you can actually apply for informal review and apply for formal appeal. You will end up spending probably almost $800 just for the reviews, and you will have to wait probably up to 1 year because the formal appeal can take up to 8 months until you get a final result. So is it worthwhile? You gotta think about yourself. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to alert you of the risks and saying that plagiarism is unethical behavior and it breaches the Engineers Australia Code of Ethics. And that's why if they catches you by plagiarism, you will be rejected and you will be banned as well. And mistake number 7, it's also a bit common, is about the experiences versus the ANZ SEO occupation definition. And why this is a mistake? Because a lot of people, they ended up choosing the wrong experience. And usually when you choose the wrong experience, it's right in the beginning of the process. But because you don't know that it's a wrong experience, you ended up writing the whole career episodes, you ended up writing the summary statement based on the wrong experiences. To find out that the experience is not good, and you have to rewrite everything. So you need to make sure that you choose the right experience to have efficacy, and then you do it in the right way to have efficiency. And when you have efficacy and efficiency, then you are effective. So reading carefully the ANZ SEO occupation definition of the occupation that you are applying for is certainly very critical and very important. And the experiences that you're going to choose for your career episodes needs to be matching with the ANZ SEO occupation definition. Once you are sure that those experiences, they match that definition, then you can proceed, because then you are doing the right thing, and then you just need to do it in the right way. All right, any particular question? I'm not sure. I'm going to check if is there any question there. No questions in YouTube. I don't believe there's any question in Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to check. Doesn't look like there is any question in Facebook. So I'm going to show again the PDF. So that's a PDF that if you go to my Instagram profile at Gerson Ida, you just need to like the post and then write in the comments one mistake you think you made. And if I have engagements, I will then create this PDF here, and I'm going to share in my Telegram group. So the link to the Telegram group is in the comments. Just in Facebook that I couldn't put the link in the comments, but if you go to the YouTube or my Instagram, you will find the link in there. All right. So I hope that that information was useful for you in preparation for your validation journey in 2022 this year. And again, if you're interested in participating in the next free online workshop, I want to become an engineer in Australia, that's the name of the workshop, that will start on the 6th of March. Please register clicking on the link that I pasted in the comments, and make sure that you confirm your registration by opening the email that I'm going to send you with the confirmation. And next Sunday, live 135, 8:30 p.m. Brisbane time, I'm going to be talking about some common questions that people have about the validation process. So I hope to see you next Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Brisbane time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay? Thank you very much and have a very nice end of Sunday. See ya and bye-bye.